Strap in the first of 3 on this Sunday. What a day we have in store. Super Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, his first throw of the playoffs is intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
11, Thomas. That.
Brown once more. And this time he'll run into a wall right at the 4-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here we go, here we go. Back.
3rd and goal, Burrow. That's to Chase, he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bengals will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game, how about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd and a couple. They go play action with Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's Jackson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Muscles him off. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Brown with the stick skills. Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Here we go.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running left to give to Pacheco. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Jackson now off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this 1st down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets that big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
And he takes a pop at the end of that one. It'll be a gain of about 4. Throwing is Jackson. Steps away to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Jackson now. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On to the 2nd quarter. Mexico City in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 16 yards right off the bat with a 1st down. Solid running there. And CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage,
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 33. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true. But you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. DeMarcus Lawrence. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here's Jones. There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. An impressive 75-yard punt return. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. It's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Here we go, here we go.
Now it's Burrow. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Here we go.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. 14-yard line, second and 11.
Gun.
Burrow will throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Mike Gesicki, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bengals continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. McPherson now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the... And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Now Jackson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Brian Burns. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
I'm fine, ready?
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
11 MT.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this sequence won't do any favors to his rushing totals as they get him behind the line again. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. This is Brown going up the middle to the 43, second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 55 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Chase, the motion man right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
11.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here we go.
Chase, the motion man right. They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it with Brown. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
On 2.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
11 MT. 11, 11. 11 MT. 11 MT. 11, 11, 11.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. McPherson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now it's Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quay Walker, and the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
12, 12, 12.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Kyle Van Noy Drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. The Bengals bring out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. On the return, Hardy. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now it's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Daxton Hill picks it off, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Down the left sideline. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll take it inside.